What's up, YouTube? See what I'm wearing? Yup. Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Saints are going to the Super Bowl. The Saints going to the Super Bowl. The Saints going to the Super Bowl. Y'all getting serious over here. So excited from last night's game, the Saints versus Vikings. Those field goal kick. The Saints deserve to win that Super Bowl against the Colts. You know, the mighty Colts are tough. Field goal kick. My boy, number 5. He missed the last 2 kicks in the last games he played. This time he made that kick for us. Saints won going to the Super Bowl. I just hope the Saints beat the Colts in Super Bowl 44 here where I'm from, Miami, Florida, from the south side of the city. Yeah, I'm here to do a video response to Angle Styles 210 about Hogan's not going to kill TNA, will kill TNA. Look, like I said, Hogan, he regret from doing all those mistakes he did back then from WCW and all that. He didn't have full charge for WCW. He had charge, but like if you think about it, it was Ted Turner's fault. Ted Turner wanted to let WCW go, and Hogan, now he's in TNA. He wants to make TNA a better company. You know, like I said, people, I don't want to talk about this, but you know, TNA, the whole screw job thing is, you know, look for controversy, you know, and you know, controversy creates cash, and they come up with something that the storyline is evolving in TNA. I see it evolving, and that's getting viewed. You know, a lot of viewers, you know, try to tune on to TNA Impact, and they're getting wrestlers from the WWE. Hogan just said he's not just gonna get WWE wrestlers. He's gonna get not just friends that he knew, like friends that to come to the TNA company. No, he ain't gonna come up with that. And people are complaining about TNA's gonna die and all that. What I said, TNA is gonna be there longer. Maybe give it like 6, 7. We see 5 years from now. If TNA does good, does better. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. TNA right now is doing. Y'all people think TNA is doing better now. Right now, TNA is creating a storyline. They want to make it like the WWE, but their own ways. You know what I'm saying? Hogan, and Bischoff know what they're doing. Eric Bischoff's storyline, you know, it was kind of goofy and all that. But it just began. Hogan just came there for like almost not even a month yet. 3 weeks ago. It's the storylines. If you think about TNA, you saw January 4th show. You saw what Hogan and Bischoff had in their hand. The script. That's the old script they had in the past. They ripped it off. This is the reference I'll tell you from Eric Bischoff what he said. This is what he said. Let's turn TNA around right now. Let's turn this company around right now. And he did just that. Right now, it's been 3 weeks. And remember, Hogan says change is going to be coming in TNA wrestling. It's like Barack Obama is going to bring change to the United States of America. It's time for a change. That's what Hogan referenced in TNA wrestling. And Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff is going to change TNA wrestling. Is making more mainstream. That's what he wants. Ever since not too long ago, I was watching WWE Hogan's matches in WWF back in 1984 and 85. Already Hogan in a year, like the reason why Hogan was in the WWF back then, because of Hogan, WWF wasn't even more mainstream. More famous people came to the WWF, and WrestleMania 1, 2, and 3, most of those years. And Hogan is going to make TNA even more mainstream. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it not just action, more entertaining too, you know. People watch entertaining things. Not, you know, soap opera shit, you know. People like to pay, you know, they pay attention to soap opera. We love wrestling. Me too, you know, I love wrestling too. But it can't only just be wrestling all day, you know. Let it be entertaining too. You know what I'm saying? Like, TNA is like They need to do a better storyline because their storylines like they fail over the years in TNA. And TNA is total nonstop action, but people think it's total nonstop promos. It's true, total nonstop promos, but hey, TNA is gonna go to a new direction from Hogan and Bischoff running TNA right now. And same thing with Angle Styles 210, that Dixie Carter doesn't know nothing about the business, and she's supposedly, basically, Dixie Carter is one of us. You could say one of our guys. She's one of us. And her dad told her to work with the company because that's how she would draw money, and she want to do, for her to make money in the future. Her dad wants her to do that for the family. Growing up, she has to grow up and make money. You know what I'm saying? And Dixie Carter wants to do, wants to bring Hogan and Bischoff to help her out about the business. Since Hogan and Bischoff been experienced in wrestling business for like 30-something years, of course you're gonna have someone to learn from. Hogan and Bischoff will it'll teach her more, about how the storyline builds, how they create it, how it's going on, and they gotta have the storyline is gonna be evolved. It's gonna be up the limits. Since TNA wants to be the #1 company in pro wrestling, they have to do that. Like I said, I agree with you, Angle Styles 210 on that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what people would say, but TNA is gonna do. There's gonna be a whole new level. The four-sided ring. Nobody likes it, but come on, you gotta get over that already. Y'all gonna get used to it, anyways. WWE and TNA want to compete with the WWE. They gotta do something to make, like WCW, for example. Look how mainstream got it when Hogan was there. You gotta give TNA time. Don't just say, oh no, this and TNA is gonna die because of Hogan and Bischoff. Guys, relax. TNA is not gonna die like that. It's gonna die when you see it dying, but it's not gonna die like that because, come on, Hogan. Like I said, it just began 3 weeks ago. Like, for example, let me say something. Barack Obama, he said time for a change. He's trying to build up the economy, but it takes long. Exactly, it's taking long, and y'all complaining about Obama this, Obama that. It's gonna take time. Little by little, the taxes going down. The economy, the bailout is getting better. It takes time. Little by little, Obama got to build that up. So does President Clinton. When the economy was bad, he did the same thing too. And yeah, like Hogan, he's gonna build TNA a better company. He's doing what he's doing. Maybe TNA is not gonna be around the Impact Zone no more. You never know. Maybe they're gonna travel. That's what Hogan and Bischoff are probably thinking in mind, trying to build, more, how you call it, travel the world. Travel places to see the product, TNA Impact. But they should work on a lot of stuff. They got to do a commercial and all that. But TNA needs to work on that. It takes time. It's not, you can't build it just like this. It's not that fast. It takes a long time. It takes time to do it, but they will do it. Trust me. It's gonna take long, but they're gonna do it anyways because that's Hogan and Bischoff. They know they're doing their storylines to make it bigger. It's evolving already. I prefer have Hogan and Bischoff being in TNA to work with their storylines than having Jeff Jarrett and Vince Russo working on storylines. Or, for example, they gotta get rid of Vince Russo now. They don't need him in TNA.